Hi, everybody. I thought I'd give a quick update today as to how my neurological visit went. But before I begin, please like and subscribe on the button below. As many people as can get the links that I provide sometimes to get help with their questions and support for the cancer, especially in the first few weeks of a diagnosis, is helpful. And I really, really appreciate it. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Um, so, good news about the neurological visit. Basically, I am average or normal in most things. I'm slightly above average in a couple of things, but I was below average and declining in my processing, basically, which is probably where I'm starting to see problems. I work in a high functioning job. I work in a job where I use mathematics sometimes, and I'm having a lot of difficulty juggling that. And basically, what it means to decline in processing means that I have an inability to multitask. That's what's going on. Nobody can really multitask. It's kind of like a myth. You think you're doing it, but your brain really does one task at a time. And when you're in your teens and 20s and early 30s or whatever, it's okay. It's actually still pretty easy to what you would say multitask, which is switch from one task to another task and back and forth. And basically, I have some mild decline in that. It is probably going to keep declining. There are some things that the doctor gave to me to help. I'm going to have to do some mindfulness exercises, which I haven't started yet, but she wants me to do some mindfulness things, some meditation, some things to help me learn how to focus my brain on one thing at a time. And I'm also doing some brain training things on my own to help just keep it working. It's a muscle that you have to just keep training. Three things have pretty much caused this decline. The first of which is some mild effects of tamoxifen, possibly. So it's not 100% sure, but sure, it could be that tamoxifen is mildly affecting this part of my brain function. But we're not sure 100%, so I wouldn't take that to the bank and say, hey, I don't want to take tamoxifen because it's going to, burn out my brain. If it is, it's very slight. The second thing is that for the last 14, 15 months, I have been suffering from some chronic sciatic pain. I think I threw out my back or created a bulging disc in my back. I had a previous back injury in the same area, and I've had basically my left foot I've been almost unable to walk on, pretty much. I was limping around for 10 months. It's finally just mild now. For the last 6 weeks or so, it's gone down to a very mild state. It's part of the reason I had the weight gain as well. I couldn't do the muscle training and circuit training that I used to do. So I had to kind of keep it at just walking and stuff. And that doesn't work when you're stuffing your face every weekend. So yeah, the chronic pain is a problem, and I also developed chronic pain. I have now arthritis in my thumb forever, and it's mild, but it's really annoying because it is constant, and I have to do exercises for that as well. So how chronic pain is affecting my focus and my processing is that the brain will subconsciously redirect its attention to the chronic pain and away from whatever I am trying to focus on. So it's creating this permanent subconscious distraction that I may not be noticing, but it is affecting my brain. So that is a part of the issue. And since the pain has started to diminish some, I am noticing that I'm able to focus on my tasks a little bit easier. And the third issue is that basically, I hate to admit it, but I'm turning 50 in June, and it's just age. It's normal, it's natural, it's okay. So there are some brain training things I can do to make it better. And basically, the neurologist has told me that in the future and going forward, multitasking isn't really something that I am going to be functionally competent at being able to do anymore. It has declined. I need to make sure my energy is always focused on one task at a time, and I cannot bounce from task to task. So I have to slow down, and I have to make sure I keep to one thing at a time. And that's it. I'm going to learn to do these meditating focusing exercises. But at the end of the day, it's mild. I'm just going to have to learn how to work with it. And it'll be okay. So I am fine. And because my pain is getting better, spring is here, and I started a new Mediterranean diet. It's new to me anyway. And in the past month or so, I've been able to lose like 4.5 pounds in about 3.5 weeks now. So I'm feeling positive and I'm feeling good about that. And I'd like to probably start up the health and wellness again that I was doing before. So I'm going to do some videos on the Mediterranean diet. I'd like to share the recipes. I'd like to share what it is, because it's not really a diet. It's more of a change in the foods that I eat. And technically, it's a diet to lower your cholesterol numbers and whatnot. And it really isn't hyper-focused on weight unless you kind of make it be. But it actually, the way it works and the foods that you eat actually makes you fuller longer, and it can lead to weight loss without even paying attention to the calorie intake, just naturally. But anyway, the other thing I want to do is starting tomorrow, April 1st, for the month of April, I'm going to do 10,000 steps a day. I'm going to take that challenge that everybody does online. I just want to see what it will do. And I actually tested it out a few times this month to see how long it takes me to get to the 10,000 steps. And it's not too bad. It's like a little under an hour and a half, like an hour and 20 minutes or so. That's doable. I can fit that into my day. So I'm going to start doing that tomorrow, which is why I wanted to put a little video out today. So if people want to come along with me and see spring budding around and get the 10,000 steps in, let's do it. Let's do it together. So today I will just share my weight with you. And keep in mind, this is the last few weeks of my semester of school as well. So I'm not going to put out a ton of videos. I'll do my best. I am hiking Saturday. I don't know where I'm going, but I will try to put a video up for that. And I'm going to film myself doing this 10,000 step thing too, so that you can see my progress and you can see how the season is changing around me, which is going to be kind of nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to give you a little quick peek at my weight, and then we'll see how I look at the end of the month. I don't know, might not do anything. That's okay too. I feel better, so that's what matters, right? So let's take a look at the weight right now, and hopefully you'll join me. All right, let's see where this is right now. Well, this room echoes terrible for my sound. I'm sorry about that.